Hey everyone, the Insurance Apprentice is on everyone's lips because we are busy with season 8 of this incredible competition. Today I'm speaking to Sangeeta Supersad, Human Capital Executive at Old Mutual Insure. The main reason for our conversation is to chat about AMI's involvement with the Insurance Apprentice. Thank you for your time once again, Sangeeta.
Hi, Rianette, and hello to all our viewers. It's so great to be chatting to you again. My third time this year, actually. I got to meet you in person for the first time, and that was really a brilliant opportunity. So I feel highly privileged that you've afforded me the opportunity again to chat to you as well as the viewers of the Insurance Apprentice. Thank you.
Thank you for your kind words, Sangeeta. And yes, we'll definitely touch on our meeting, the reason why we met earlier this year. I think it's incredible, so we'll definitely talk about it. So Old Mutual Insure is a platinum sponsor and is sponsoring the studio where Simon and his co-judges sit and might make life interesting. That's a mild word for the contestant. For the last 2 years, the studio was a green studio, quite apt that AMI sponsored it. And it was just incredible to have been able to go on with TIA with COVID in our midst. So thank you, Old Mutual Insure, for that. First of all, I have to mention that AMI had the most contestants entering the Insurance Apprentice 2022. And it's not the first time that you had the most. We ran a competition to motivate corporates to encourage the under 35s to enter, and OMI won a visit from a few food trucks with a touch of live music. Any comments you would like to make on this, the competition, the day?
Rianette, I have to say, when you said we won this competition and we were going to get a food truck, I thought it was one food truck. And I thought it was really just going to come here for an hour and give us some food and drive off again. I have to say that you have raised the bar from an entertainment perspective. I now have to follow in these very, very big footsteps that you have left. The expectation is so high that I'm now finding myself in a position where I have to solution around the thought of food trucks that make waffles and burgers and little pizzas and pancakes and crepes. It was such a huge hit. And I want to thank you immensely from the whole of Old Mutual Insure for creating such a beautiful vibe in our office on that day. I don't know that any work got done. And if it did get done and policies got sold on that day, our customers were on the receiving end of a very happy service. I even tasted the food from the food trucks, which was great. I came and experienced a little bit of the vibe downstairs. And it was so nice to see our officers alive again.
Yes.
And just to, I think, experience or for a moment, escape from the pandemic and go to pre-COVID and enjoy that people were happy and we left our issues wherever we needed to leave them and just come and enjoy each other's company and connect, bond. I looked at the pictures afterwards as well, and we just saw happy, excited, exuberant faces. So thank you once again.
It was most certainly, definitely one of the highlights for my year so far. So thank you that you and your team really made it so easy for us to do this. As part of the day, Garth Napier, the AMI CEO, and you took the time to meet with all the contestants who entered, and we had a few previous contestants joining us to chat with your employees. The idea was that they share their experience and give them some tips on the competition lying ahead of them. This is something that I have not seen any other corporate do. Why do you think it's important to really be involved in this process and be part of the contestants' journey?
It's important as a platinum sponsor to this, imperative and critical competition that we run or program that we are running, that we are seen to be actually putting our mouth where our money is and not the opposite way around. Personally, Garth and I are products or beneficiaries of graduate programs, and we have managed to work our way up the corporate ladder. So programs like the Insurance Apprentice is a huge investment into our young talent, where they perhaps don't have the degrees to get into prestigious graduate programs, or they don't have the necessary qualifications. We always say that it's not always the piece of paper, but the experience that you garner along your journey in corporate that takes you places. And I think the Insurance Apprentice exposes our contestants and colleagues already in the working world to other corporates, which is great. They got the opportunity to speak to individuals that have been on the Insurance Apprentice from other companies or competitors, as we generally say it. And what was so lovely to witness was the sharing of information in an unsecretive manner, in a way that was so willing, so able. You could see that everybody was in the zone of, chatting to each other, being open to the questions, open to receiving information. And I loved watching all those tips and tricks that were being shared, even though some of them, I think, were in the competition or in the running for the competition again this year. They still shared so open-heartedly, and that was really great to see. You have a lot of, when you walk away from a meeting like that, you have a lot of hope for the generations that come after us to say that, the company is in good hands. We just need to continuously invest in our people.
I 100% agree with you. And I think you buy a lot of loyalty when your people see that you really are interested in them as people and in their journey. So you make it really personal, which I appreciate a lot. And tongue in cheek, there was quite a few of the guys that was there that obviously don't work for Old Mutual Insure that was very keen to hear if you haven't got anything available for them, because I thought the vibe was so great and your vested interest was amazing. So hats off to you, for really doing that. Please remind everyone why Old Mutual Insure is a sponsor of the Insurance Apprentice competition. And I know you've touched on that already, but maybe you can just give us a short answer there.
The Insurance Apprentice is firstly a critical partner to Old Mutual Insure. Rianette, we enjoy our time spent with you, the vibe that you personally bring to all of your engagements. I think it's largely due to the young contestants that we appeal to, the growth trajectory that they follow in their own careers after being exposed to Simon and the crew. As you said earlier, you used a word. Can you remind me what that was? It was a mild description of what he does. When I watched him, I would be even scared to be on the Insurance Apprentice. But I think it's putting them through their paces, right? You give them real life examples of what real life actually is. It's not mollycoddling. It's not about everything is all roses every single day. You're exposed to the good, the bad, the ugly, the fun, the not so fun, etc. And in these weeks, in the build-up and in the actual competition itself, you keep them on their toes. And after that, they come out so much richer for the experience that they've had with you and the people that they've been exposed to, the mentors that you've given them, the photo shoots, the gifts, the prizes, etc. But we also learn from failure, because not everyone's made it to the top 12, for example. But it's how do I get there next year? How do I do things differently? So whilst they may not have made it, they're already thinking and solutioning about next year. How am I getting into the top 12? And that's what we love about the Insurance Apprentice.
I love the fact that you really touched on that, because you are right. Everyone cannot be a winner, but we never fail. We only learn. And that is the journey that you go through when you apply, from that point until we've got people that have applied 5, 6 times. They are amazing because they come back, and every single time they grow, they learn, they network, they meet new people, they meet new mentors. So it's what, at the end of the day, what you as a contestant make of it.
Absolutely.
And when you have the support of your employer, the journey is so much easier, because that we often see that if the support is not there, they might not come back, because I'm sure people sometimes feel like a little bit disappointed that they didn't make it. But when you've got an employer that boosts you and promotes it and really stand by you, it's so much easier to go back and do it again.
Absolutely.
You are passionate about developing people. Do we tick the boxes with TIA?
Yes, and I spoke about this at length in our previous interview. Funnily enough, I've just come out of a meeting speaking about learning. I speak about learning every single day. What I love about the Insurance Apprentice is that your learning is experiential. But yes, whilst our colleagues need to do their research, they need to look at past seasons of the Insurance Apprentice, they need to read case studies about our competitors. The experience that you get is not something you will ever get in a book. It's not something you will ever get if you watch a video. You have to be in it to win it, to see it, to feel it. And that type of experience is so important as you grow through your career in corporate or anywhere. You got to feel the anxiety, you got to feel the love, you got to feel the energy of being at the edge of your seat consistently when you're doing the quiz as you're trying to get into the top 12, like, you know, fastest fingers first. You can't buy that. There is no price on that. So I love that this is what the Insurance Apprentice gives to our colleagues that go through the process.
Is there one thing that you can say that this is the thing that I love the most about the Insurance Apprentice? You've mentioned a lot of things, but is there one thing that maybe stands out a little bit higher?
I love that you have been able to bring different colleagues from different brokers and companies, and you bring them together. And what I noticed on the day that Garth and I meet with them was not about that I'm from Old Mutual Insure or I'm from Santam or I'm from a broker, etc. They were all individuals who were willing to put their best foot forward and to be a part of this competition so wholeheartedly, be so open to the experiences. It was not about who they represent, what is the brand name. Yes, we all do that. We know our values, we know what we stand for, but all that fell to the sidelines on that day, for example, and I'm assuming through the competition that happens as well, and where we create this camaraderie amongst ourselves and healthy competition, and we create relationships and build relationships for life going forward. And that's what I love about the Insurance Apprentice.
I love your answer. Any final word to the contestants as we are going through the elimination rounds at the moment, and also to those people who have vaguely thought about entering but never made that final decision?
Okay, I'm going to answer it answering the last question first. So if you have entered and didn't make it through to whatever round it is that you were aiming for, don't give up hope. There's always a second time and a third time. As I heard from Rionette, there are people that have entered many times, and you only get better in the process. It's like buying the lotto. Nobody gives up, right? We just keep buying the lotto because we want to win.
I like that comparison. Yeah.
I'm quite convinced that we should have a winner from Old Mutual Insure. But be that as it may, guys, this is your opportunity to shine. Take it with both arms, both legs, all energy, full mind in, and your winning and competitive spirit. Be good to each other always. In a world where you can be anything, you would have heard me say this before if we've chatted. Be kind. Kindness gets you very far. It may not get you to win the competition, but it will win you friends in the long term. It will win you relationships with people you meet along the way. And just keep moving forward, because if you stall or you stay behind, you're just never going to get anywhere. Don't give up hope. Don't despair. There's always the next time, and put your best foot forward and enjoy the ride, more importantly.
Yeah, great words. Thank you for your time, Sangeeta. It's always great to chat, and I'm very happy that we could meet in person this year, and I hope it was definitely not the last time. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and hope you are watching the episodes live with us. We are excited about what lies ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Rianette, and thank you for the time.